Hey guys, and welcome to Daily Commitment, where we do a little bit of exercise, but we exercise every day. That's the key. We also increase very slowly. We alternate exercises. There's some ins, there's some outs. We had a great question. A guy commented, Soviet's his name. I appreciate this Soviet. He commented, he said, why are you doing this 60% day, 80% day? What's going on there? Couldn't you push closer to 90% and get more bang for your buck? And I told him part of the reason I'm going with those lower numbers is sort of for safety's sake. I'm afraid that if I push to the 90% too quickly, or if I'm really close to my max on a lot of my exercises, injury could happen. And that's one of the things that can really derail you. So I'd rather be safer and go a little slower. But also I wanted to explain the 60% day, 80% day, and test your test your max thing is actually very specifically from a video. So if you look at my video links on this video right here, the very first one is about horizontal pull-ups. And that's actually what we're doing today. So this dovetails nicely. If you jump to about 4:45 in that video, you'll see him explain this. He calls it the geek way or the nerd way to do it, which is the 60%, the 80%, and you test your max to get your max. I should have started with that. Then you do 60%, 80% over a couple of weeks, back and forth between those two until you're ready. Then you shoot or you try a new max, and if you've increased, then you change your 60%, 80%. But you're only doing your max once every 3 or 4 weeks usually with this system. So anyway, what was great about Soviet's question is it caused me to re-watch that video. And that video is all about horizontal pull-ups, and I had kind of forgotten a few of the tips from the horizontal pull-ups. So it's really great that I saw that. Anyway, we don't have our normal horizontal pull-ups setup, so it's going to make it a little easier. It was really important to mention a few of those tips to you. So let's take our shirt off because we're cool and we work out without a shirt. Also, it does help you line up your muscles better and look what you're doing, especially with your shoulder blades and this position right here where you can either be too far forward or too far back. So that's another reason. It's an excuse, but it's another reason. Anyway, guys, what's great about this bar here is it does have a spot here I can grab and do some horizontal pull-ups. But what I learned by watching that video that I had kind of forgotten, and that's part of the reason I included it, was that when you do these horizontal pull-ups, it's really important to maintain this tightness in your hips. So a couple ways you can do it. You can do like this L thing, or you can do this other thing. But the main thing is, see, I don't know, yeah, you can see it. You want to thrust, you want to keep your hips like this. If your hips start to sag, it's not as good of a pull-up. You can see the difference between this, look how tight my body is, as opposed to this. And so that's the difference. I want to focus on that. So let's go like that, and let's pull all the way up. And I actually had to come back a little bit, because there we go. There we go. Let's thrust those hips. So 3, 4, and this is supposed to be an 80% day. So that's actually 3 sets of 4. All right, that's going to be 12. And those were actually pretty good. The first two actually weren't that great, but I did kind of slide backwards a little bit. I don't know if you saw that happen. I kind of got lined up a little better on the last two. But we're going to go ahead and take a break for a second. We're going to do their set. I think it's going to go a little smoother. And we might do a little extra since those first 2 reps weren't that great. But we'll just see. 1 second, guys. Be right back. All right, guys, we're back. I lowered the camera just a smidge so we could look at that hip placement and stuff. And also talk about this a little bit as I get set up here. My feet are here, right? Now, there's my hips, right, like this. And I'm also flexing my shoulders, so my shoulders are straight across. Then we're going to look straight. We're going to pull. And now see how I slid when I pulled? My feet actually slid from where they're placed. So now they're in a different spot. It's a little bit easier to do the pull-up from here. I'm going to let them slide back a little bit. There we go. 2. Keep those hips up. 3. I can't see because this darn thing's in my way. I can't see the darn camera. So we're at 3. Okay, let's go tight. And let's pull. Oh. That was okay. We got 4. Hey man, I'm on a whole new setup. This is not where I normally do my horizontal pull-ups. And you're going to have to run into things like this. You got to adapt. So it's nice to show you guys what we're doing. We'll be back in a second, guys, for that last set. Hey guys, we're back for that 3rd set. Our little beanie has decided to join us, so that's cute, right? It'll probably add views to the video. Everybody likes kitty cats. This is Beanie. I got him in Mexico. He was a little kitten. He was outside of my hotel. Oh, now he's gone. Oh, the goat just showed up. It's a farm here, guys. There's a goat right there. Stella, do you want to be on camera? Here's Stella. That's Stella the goat. There you go. You got a goat. So the goat is here to help us work out. Anyway, not too bad, guys. The thing about this is I don't have my tape marks on the floor. At home, I've got those tape marks on the floor, right? So I'm trying to get my feet in just the right position. And where you get your feet makes it easier or harder. He explained some of that in the video I talked about, linked in the description. Anyway, guys, enough talk. Let's get this last set done. Here's Carpenter B. What are you doing, Carpenter B? Leave me alone, buddy. Leave me alone, buddy. All right, so now we're like this. So I've learned that if I put my feet all the way like this, which is more me being right under it. I'm not going to tense my hips yet because it does take a little bit of stress to tighten the body. But I am going to push back a little bit, so I'm about a foot off the wall here. Now let's tighten everything up. See myself. This is in the way. Let's get that out of the way. I like to be able to see myself in the mirror there. Just see how I'm doing. There we go. All right, so that's a little better. Now I'll tighten everything like that. Then we're going to put one. There we go. And it's a little bit easier. 2, 3, 4. I'm going to do one extra because I had some that weren't as high quality. I went ahead and did one extra there. And so that's a good 80% day, guys. And we'll be probably doing some more out on the tree. If you were here last time, I did 1 or 2 out on the tree, or 1.5 out on the tree last time. Probably should have done those first and then come into the easy ones, so I'm burned out. Not going to do the tree this time, but I kind of wanted to get this down where I got the distance, I get my feet placed right, and I'm really just right. So anyway, I think we got that. We got our 12 reps in there. We'll be back next time, and next time I'll do 1 or 2 on the tree, then come here and just see how I do. So we'll do a little variety next time. Anyway, guys, enough talk. We'll see you guys next time. Have an awesome day. If you haven't subscribed yet, to make it a habit makes it easy, so hit the magical subscribe button. Go down there, hit the bell button, choose all. We'll see you guys next time, right here on Daily Commitment. Bye, guys.